Hi, here's some extra review problems to help you prepare for the midterm. In the first problem here, you can see we have an absolute value equation because it's the shape of a V, and we're going to go over how to find the domain and range of the function. Remember that domain is the set of all of the x values that the graph has. So if we look at this problem here, or this graph, you can see that x will go on both ways and every direction. So you could say that the domain is all real numbers. Or another way to write this is negative infinity to infinity for x. For the range, remember the range is the set of all of the y values that the function has. So if we look at this graph, look at the y values, you can see that the lowest value right here is at 1, and it's going to keep going in the positive direction. So the range, we could say, is all numbers greater than 1 or equal to 1. So I'm going to write y is greater than or equal to 1. In the second problem here, we have a function machine, and the function is the absolute value of the quantity x minus 2, and the input right here is negative 6. We want to know what the output's going to be. So we're going to plug in negative 6 right here for x. So we'll have the absolute value of negative 6, then take away 2. So the negative 6 minus 2 is negative 8. And then take the absolute value of negative 8, which is 8. So the output for this function is 8. In the third problem, it says write the equation of the line that passes through the points 1, 9 and negative 2, negative 3. The first thing we'll do is find the slope between the 2 points. Remember, that's the change in y over the change in x. And you can start with either point, but just be consistent. So I'll start with the first point. We'll have 9 minus a negative 3 divided by 1 minus negative 2. When we simplify that, we'll have 12 over 3, which is the same thing as 4 over 1. We'll now use that slope and we'll plug it into our slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. So we know that the slope is 4, and we need to find what the y-intercept is. You can now choose any point that you have. I could use the point 1, 9, or we could use the point negative 2, 3. I'll choose 1, 9. Remember, x is 1, y is 9, so I'll plug in 9 here. 1 for x, and we're going to solve and find what b is. So 9 equals 4 plus b, so b has to equal 5. Don't forget when you're all finished to write your final equation with your slope and your y-intercept. So if y equals 4x plus 5. Please let me know if you have any questions.